I have seen a lot of buzz about turmeric soap. So if you're wanting to make turmeric soap yourself to get beautiful, glowing skin, then you have come to the right video. Welcome back, Glow family. And if you are new, hi, my name is Artra. And on this channel, I discuss DIY skincare, business, we do tips and tricks, and then also encouragement, because I truly believe that every now and then you do need a little bit of encouragement. And if this is something that you are interested in, like, share, and then subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you never miss out on another video. So let's get started. So the very first thing that we need is, of course, our soap base. Today I'm going to be using a goat's milk soap base. I like goat's milk. Goat's milk is known for its vitamins and minerals that are wonderful for your skin, to help with dry skin and really soothe your skin. You don't have to use goat's milk if you do not want to. There are a lot of different soap bases like buttermilk, shea butter, coconut, hemp, olive oil. There is a plethora. So if goat's milk is not your thing, you can substitute for another base and still do everything that we're still doing and get a great soap bar. The next thing, of course, is our turmeric powder that we're going to use in our soap, which is known for its anti-inflammatory properties that helps reduce blemishes and acne. Next is your fragrance oil or your essential oil. I prefer using essential oils, and today for this recipe I'm using a lemongrass essential oil because lemongrass is known for its antifungal properties, and also it just smells really good. It has a nice, clean, fresh scent. I also use 2 additional oils. One of them is vitamin E oil, which is a great antioxidant to have in your soaps to repair your skin. And then I also use a carrot seed oil that helps to keep and maintain healthy skin. One last thing before we get into it, let's talk about Kojic Acid. So Kojic Acid is used in skincare for its skin lightening properties. It does this by inhibiting the production of melanin that can reduce dark spots and different blemishes. The only issue is with Kojic Acid is that it can be really irritating to a lot of people that have very sensitive skin, and it can leave your skin damaged and burned. So that's why for alternatives there is turmeric powder, and then also there is mulberry extract that is known for its brightening effects. There's licorice root extract, and then vitamin B3. For this recipe, we're going to still stick with the ingredients that I had just mentioned, but if you want to try this on your own, you can always take out the carrot seed oil and replace it with licorice root extract or vitamin B3. First thing you want to do is cut your soap base down into even pieces. It just makes it easier for the melting process, which you can either do with the double boiler method or with microwave for 30-second intervals. So we're going to microwave ours, and while it is microwaving, we're going to start on our turmeric. So when you're doing your turmerics, you want to dilute it with any oils or any alcohol, and we're going to use oils. So first I'm pouring in my carrot seed oil, my vitamin E, and my essential oil. After you added in all of your oils, then you're going to mix in your turmeric powder and stir it up. Now that our soap is melted, we can add in our turmeric, and you want to mix it up until make sure it's all evenly distributed. Yes, like this. I'm gonna get mix. You want to mix gently. Try not to get a lot of bubbles. Once it's all mixed, now you can pour it into your molds. And then spritz the tops with some alcohol to prevent bubbles. Once you have poured your soaps, You're going to want to let it sit to harden for a couple of hours before you unmold your soap from your molding. And then once you have unmolded your soaps, you're going to want to wrap them up in plastic and store in a cool environment. If not, there's something called dew that happens to melt and pour soap, and that's due to the glycerin reacting with the air, so it's causing these little dew droplets all over the soap. It doesn't mean that the soap has expired or that you can no longer use it. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. So after you have unmolded your soaps, wrap it up in plastic and store it in a cool environment to prevent the dew drops from getting on your soap. Also, like I said, when you are using any types of clays or powders in your soap, always dilute them so they can disperse evenly throughout the soap. You can do this like how we did it today with the different oils that you're putting in the soap, or you can use isopropyl alcohol to just disperse it a little bit before pouring it in. And don't worry, the alcohol does burn off from the soap as it's hardening, so your soap is not going to smell like alcohol. And then last but not least, soap tip for melt and pour soap is that if you're adding heavier ingredients to the soap like poppy seeds or salts or sugars, you want them to be even throughout your soap, even if you're adding like oats. And this is an ingredient that you want evenly spread throughout your soap. You want to make sure your soap has cooled down to about 125 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That makes the soap a lot thicker so it can hold those types of ingredients. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did, just like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss another video. And until next time, keep living in your purpose and creating beauty.